Hi, welcome back to Imperium Learning. This is the second video in a two-part series that relates to the Bai-Perron test. I was just advising viewers in the previous video to try and avoid having samples of data that contain more than two structural breaks. It becomes very difficult for you later down the line when you have three or more, so try and avoid that. And remember that advice is really directed more towards undergraduate students and also postgraduate students for the purposes of an essay or a dissertation that won't get published in an actual academic journal, but it's certainly a convenient tip if you're really struggling with your piece of coursework. So I would advise that as a course of action. Now, as I said in the previous video, if we have a least squares regression where, and again I'll just show you the least squares regression. If we have a least squares regression of our variable, in my case it's the unemployment rate, and we regress that on a constant and it suffers from serial correlation, well, that's going to cause problems for us because it means that the test is going to select a significantly higher number of structural breaks than is actually present in the data generation process of your variable. So in order to solve that issue, we're just going to do something very simple. We're going to conduct it again. We're going to click on View. We're going to click on Stability Diagnostics, and we're going to click on Multiple Breakpoint Test. For our method, we're going to choose the global information criteria, and then for the maximum breaks, we're going to cap it at 2. I'm going to change it to 2, and we're going to click OK. And as you can see, it selected 2 break dates, and again down here is where you read the break dates. Mine says 3/01/1997 and 12/01/2008. Since I'm dealing with quarterly data, that means that it's chosen March of 1997 and December of 2008 as my 2 structural date break dates. And so as a result, once you've got your output such as this, make sure that you don't just print screen it and copy and paste it into a Word document when you're putting your results in your appendix. Instead, what you should be doing, and I'll just take you to this Word document very quickly, you should have a little table like this, which is quite clear, quite easy to understand, and also just more professional. So you should just try to be doing that, because if you're just print screening your Eviews page and just copying and pasting that print screen in, it doesn't look good. So make sure you've got a nice little table that presents it well. So yeah, that basically, I've got a couple of slides there that I'd included about the Broish-Godfrey test. I think I've already really covered that, so I'm not going to talk about the Broish-Godfrey test right now in any great depth, but if you want, you can pause the video now and look at the slide and sort of digest it, just to make sure that you understand it. Here's the second slide again on the Broish-Godfrey test. This is just advice on how to specify the lag, the number of lags for your Broish-Godfrey test. If you look back at when we do the Broish-Godfrey test, go to residual diagnostics, serial correlation, and I'm choosing 4 just because I've got quarterly data, and that's how you do it. So I think I've given you a good overview of the Bai-Perron test, why you apply it, how you apply it, and how to interpret the results. So hopefully that's helped clear up any issues that you have. If you liked the video, please subscribe, please give a thumbs up, and yeah, so I think I'll wrap up the video now. Okay, bye now.